Now, last time in our league's journey, we abused fire sale to not only unlock the best money-making method in RuneScape history, but also took advantage of fire sale to abuse some training methods that never would be practical otherwise. But today we're going to push that relic even further. Finishing Vampire Slayer is only 10 points, but I thought it'd be useful just to get the attack levels. That actually boosts you all the way to 40 attack, which is pretty good. Oh my god, I forgot my mirror shield. No! Oh, the accuracy is still so good. It's gonna be close. Oh, we got it. Well, this is an interesting circumstance I never thought would happen. I'm trying to kill myself in the lumber's basement, but my agility level got drained, so I can't even go through. I honestly can't think of a better way to restore my stats than just dying. Feels kind of weird though. I honestly didn't even realize I could get an Ava's device. Animal Magnetism is auto-completed, so we can actually get ourselves the Ava's accumulator. Now, instead of saving 90% of ranged ammo, which is a default for picking the ranged relic, now we'll get like 98% save, so we'll use almost no ammunition. Huh? Why did they disable the ore shop on League's Worlds? What? I don't think this shop was actually that overpowered, like, seems kind of random. There is actually another ore store in Fremmy, but it doesn't have mithril ore. Seems kind of like a pointless change, but oh well. So we've been really grinding tasks out today. Apparently I have the easiest hard task in the game that I never did. Cast a wave spell. That's 80 points and enough to push us to our next relic. Now this relic tier is kind of interesting. Probably the most important part about it is the 12 times experience multiplier you get. The three options are kind of interesting. There's a Clue Scroll relic, there's a Slayer relic, and there's a Infernal Tools relic. The Infernal Tools I don't think makes much sense. We're already gonna have our production skills maxed really quickly. The Slayer relic is kind of nerfed since the last one. You can't pick your Slayer task. It does have some benefits, but honestly, I'm leaning towards the Clue Scroll relic mainly because there's quite a few points locked away with Clue Scrolls and collection logs, so I think this would be fun. Really powerful. It makes it so you can get Clue Scrolls a significant amount quicker. They'll always have the lowest amount of steps possible, and it's possible to get like upgraded caskets. Should be a lot of fun, and tons of collection logs. Okay, so now that we have the 12 times XP multiplier, it's time to grind out something I've been waiting to do ever since we unlocked Asgarnia, and that would be bagged plants. I have 80 construction and 1 farming, which means this is a perfect opportunity to take advantage of the quickest farming training method in the game at this stage, I think. So if we buy tall box hedges and fill up some watering cans, we can go to our POH and plant them in a formal garden. Each one we plant is giving us both almost 4,000 farming and construction experience. This is so good for early game farming. We're already up to 31 farming and we've only planted 4 of them. Oh my god. Okay, this entire inventory got us up to almost 50 farming. Just like that. Oh, it's so easy. Now we don't particularly need to get a high farming level yet, but there's one last thing I want to finish up in our POH, and that's 99 construction. So although we've gotten so many points from our house so far, there's still more. We're going to start by making these marble walls. Each one we make is 48,000 construction experience right now. So we're going to do that all the way to 95 construction. Oh my god, we're getting 15 million construction experience per hour. That's 99 in under an hour. So there's our first level 90 skill, which is another 200 points. But we're not stopping there. So after only another like 15 minutes, we've reached 95 construction, which is another 200 points for that. I didn't realize you get that for 95. And that has unlocked the final training method we're going to do for now, the Crystal Throne. The Crystal Throne requires 15 magic stones to make, but you're going to get a whopping 180,000 construction experience per throne, which means we can get from 95 to 99 in probably like 5 minutes. Oh my god, we're getting 30 million construction experience per hour. All right, this is the last one. 99 construction, which on its own is another 200 points, but that's not it. Because we're 99 construction, we can now make a demonic throne, which is our very first master task complete. 400 points for that. Yeah, we've left some money on the ground, whoops. And just those alone has brought us a quarter of the way to our next relic. Okay, so I think it's about time we start farming some Renar seeds. We're gonna need prayer potions really quickly for the fight caves or any other PvM, so it's time to start planting them. Thanks to Fremmy and Asgarnia, we have 3 farm patches, which is actually pretty good. Plus, this one can't die, which is also nice. Probably should have got some ultra compost, but whatever. So, Ammonite crabs are absolutely packed right now, so we're doing the old-fashioned rock crabs, but they're pretty bad. Either way though, we got 75 range. That should be enough to do a fight cave run. Okay, we are praying that this goes into Herblore right now. It should, because it's our lowest level skill. I'm only concerned because we get the plus 12 boost, but I don't think that should matter. Yes, there we go. That got us to 15 Herblore. Now, is that enough to make prayer potions? It looks like it is. Okay, so we only got 10 Renar weeds, but thanks to Production Master, not only do we get an extra 25% when we clean the herbs, we get 25% more when we make the unfinished potion, as well as when we make the potion itself. So we should get over double the amount just from 10 Renar weeds. So we actually ended up with 22 prayer potions, which might just be enough to get our fire cape. Alright, it's time. We're gonna do it. We only have Protect from range, but that should be enough. We're gonna do it with the Disc Golf, an Obsidian Shield, and some Green D'hide. I don't know why, but this actually was really stressful to do. It took an hour, but we did it. Fire cave done with, and we get 200 points for equipping a fire cave. Now, although it would be nice to keep it for the future, we really don't need it, so we're actually gonna sacrifice it to enter the Inferno, and that's another 200 points. We don't really need the fire cave for a long time, if at all. So I think 200 points is gonna be a little bit more valuable. Now, one of the main benefits of completing the fight caves is actually getting access to this inner ring gem store. We can buy now rubies, diamonds, and adamantite ore, which is actually really strong. We didn't have access to that before. So we're just gonna stock up on a bunch of rubies, some diamonds, maybe a little adamant ore. It's a bit finite because we do need to get Toggle, which is kind of time consuming relative to leagues, of course. Okay, so we're gonna use these to level up our crafting a little bit. We don't really have a specific goal in mind, but it's so quick, we might as well just level up the skill a little bit in case we need it. I don't know, make a Fury or for a quest or something. We're getting 22 million crafting experience per hour, so that's not bad. You know you've played leagues enough when the thought of having to spend 30 minutes crafting is too long, even though it gets you all the way to 99. Okay, one thing I didn't actually consider, how are we gonna kill the Dagonoth Kings? We don't have access to a Rune Throne Axe. I guess the Venator Bow might work? I'll have to think on that though. I don't actually know how to get into that dungeon. Ooh, Book of Arcane Knowledge, that's going right into Herblore. Honestly, I think Prayer might be the slower skill, but for now, I want to level up Herblore just to get access to range potions, brews, super restores, and stuff like that. Oh my god, Turiel, what the hell? 40 black dragons, that's not a normal Turiel task, is it? Okay, so one issue I didn't really consider when I picked my regions, cosmic runes. How do I get them? You can't buy them from a shop, monster drops are inconsistent. Honestly, I might have to craft them, but that's so annoying. Like, we have a diamond amulet I was gonna make into an amulet of power, but I have no way to enchant it. And enchanted bolts, yeah, we're gonna need cosmic runes pretty quickly here. Okay, well, we're gonna sidetrack here a little bit. Cosmic runes will wait a second here, but one thing we definitely want to get first, or soon, a rune crossbow. The rune crossbow's DPS is going to be so good and probably will carry us for a long time. Honestly, it's going to be our best weapon for the foreseeable future. Crossbows are normally balanced by the fact that they have a really slow attack speed, but thanks to the League buff, 2-tick crossbows plus bolt activations is going to be so good. Turns out though, the Deranged Archaeologist is pretty strong against ranged. Okay, second idea here. We're gonna kill some steel dragons. We're definitely more accurate against them. And we can always just last recall back here, so I don't think this should take too long. Oh my god. First kill, yes, we'll take it. Plus 40 points for killing one of these things as well. So although we have the runite limbs, we still have to turn that into a crossbow, of course. First up, we need to get a few fletching levels. Honestly, we're just gonna make some ruby bolts. Not the quickest, but it's leagues. This will take like 3 minutes tops. It'll be fine. Okay, so from here we need to get a yew stock and a crossbow string. How do you get sinew? Oh my god, I've never done this in my life. You get a raw beef, turn that into sinew, and then you turn that into a crossbow string. Interesting. Okay, so we attach the yew stock, fletch the crossbow. There it is, beautiful. Not only do we get the crossbow, but 2 hard tasks for equipping and fletching a rune crossbow. And look at this now, we are ready to go. Well, almost. We still need some bolts. Next step of the plan, we need to get adamant bolts. Now, I'm actually just gonna fletch bronze bars. This seems kind of bad, but we can buy these directly from the Karamja General Store, and I think that's gonna be quicker than smelting the bars ourselves. We'll just make like bolts. I don't know, it doesn't matter what we make here, honestly. And yeah, this is gonna be our early game smithing training. Okay, this last level should be enough. 61 smithing plus our 12 boost brings us to 73, which is enough to smith adamant bolts. So we smelted some adamant bars from the gem store. We really don't need much because for one, we're getting 25% more for each action. So we got an extra 70 adamant bolts just for smithing those, so good. Plus we have 98% save rate on our ammunition, which means we're not gonna use very much at all. So we're gonna take these bolts and attach some diamond bolt tips to them. We have no cosmic runes to be able to enchant them, but that's fine. We don't really need that for now. Oh my god, these are gonna absolutely wreck. Okay, it's time to try out our new ranged weapon. We actually have a Black Dragon Slayer task. Oh my god, it's the speed of a blowpipe with the power of a crossbow. So good. Oh my god, this Black Dragon is getting absolutely wrecked. Not only do we have double attack speed, but we have a chance of doing a double hit. Oh my god, I died in like 3 seconds. Okay, so one other benefit of Asgarnia that I didn't even think about, there's a tannery upstairs in the crafting guild. I never used this one before in my life, but from those black dragons, we can actually tan the hide and then turn it into some black de-eyed armor because yeah, that's a pretty big upgrade. There's some black de-eyed chaps, black de-eyed body, and of course the black de-eyed vambraces. This will be the best armor for a good while until we get like Armadil or something. Hey, a hard task for that as well. Look at us, we are geared up and ready to go now. Okay, decided to finish up my entire Slayer task here. 1.2 million ranged XP per hour just doing a not very efficient Slayer task. We're trying to keep all the dragon bones we can because prayer, once again, gonna be slow even in leagues. So we'll go ahead and use these on our altar, why not? We still don't have any Marantils, but we'll get Protect from Melee and Eagle Eye. That's quite nice to get unlocked finally. So, there's a zombie down here in the Sepulchre of Death, or whatever it's called. The bottom floor of the Stronghold of Security, and it drops cosmic runes pretty commonly. Not a permanent solution by any means, but maybe we can get a couple here? Hey, there we go, 5 cosmic runes, ugh. Okay, I very quickly realized that was not gonna work, and really the only viable way to get cosmic runes with my current regions, just to craft them. So we're here in the Abyssal Plain, gonna kill some Abyssal Leeches, until we get the Cosmic Talisman or some other talismans of some sort. Yes, that didn't take too long. That's the one we need. Okay, so we need to level up our rune crafting a bit so we can craft the rune. And I think the easiest way would actually just be to finish the Karamja Easy Diary. Super easy to do it, and we can put the XP right into rune crafting. I think it'll be enough. 12,000 rune crafting experience from that, and that has bumped us up to 29. Perfect. Just enough to be able to craft some cosmic runes. Okay, next issue, Pure Essence. We sure as hell not mining it, because who would do that? Instead, we're gonna kill some Minotaurs. Okay, so finally we got some cosmic runes in a way to make more in the future. We really don't need a lot. We just gonna make like 50 for now, but once we get Pure Essence drops from PVM monsters, we'll come back here and craft a fair bit. No point really pushing the envelope until we have Last Recall fully unlocked anyway. Okay, so with these cosmic runes, we can fully enchant our Amulet of Power if we wanted to use it. But more importantly, we can enchant our bolts. Okay, so I actually never grabbed our construction cape. The construction cape is going to be really nice because we can actually pimp out our house now. We haven't done it yet, but with some bossing in our very near future, I think it's time to set up our POH. Okay, first up here, we're going to throw some teleports into our portal nexus, specifically the Lunar Isle. And might as well throw these in here as well, why not? We're also going to build ourselves the lunar altar so we can venerate between the regular spellbook and the lunar spellbook. Pretty easy. Jewelry box, not that important. We'll build that later maybe. Okay guys, it's time to take on the first main boss in the Fremmy region, Vorkath. We have everything I think we need. We got enchanted ruby bolts, enchanted diamond bolts. We have some anti-poison potions for Vorkath's venom. Not ideal, but we can just drink 2 of them to cure it. We have our construction cape, which will allow us to bank really quickly. We forgot my last recall, damn it. Let's see how this goes. So the ruby bolts should really be doing most of the work here. We brought diamond bolts as a switch though. Oh my god, they're doing so much work. Gonna be honest, I never learned the Wook's walk with the blowpipe, so we will probably have to learn that eventually if we want to grind out Vorkath. Holy crap though, that was a quick kill. 1:45, not bad. Yeah, that's actually so good. Unfinished dragon bolts, we're definitely gonna need these. Plus superior dragon bones, those are gonna be really helpful to train our prayer up. Not to mention we can get regular dragon bones as well. Now the only kind of issue with Fire Sale is a lot of the drops aren't that useful. I mean, like adamant ore, runes, who cares when you can get them for free? But there are still a lot of really useful drops as well. Oh, interesting. A Wrath Talisman, that's actually nice. We'll be able to make Wrath runes eventually. So as we get the dragon bone drop from Vorkath, we'll just go use these on our altar, why not? We now have access to Smite, and that's actually kind of useful because not only is it a task, but we can go take on the Phantom Muspah now if we wanted. Yeah, let's do that actually. So the Phantom Muspah is arguably even more effective to do with a crossbow. We enchanted some sapphire bolts as well to bring with us. I have no idea how effective they're going to be. Like, I have Smite, but if the bolts activate enough, we might not even need Smite, honestly. So the nice thing about the Muspah is you can kill it perfectly fine, which is a crossbow, and every bolt activation will skip a phase. So if we get the melee phase and our bolt activate, immediately it'll skip back. And we are getting so many bolt activations, oh my god. The only issue with the crossbow is the range is not quite long enough to use the safe spot effectively, so it's a little bit messed up. But the damage from the crossbow is absolutely insane. Oh, I forgot. We get prayer drain whenever the bolts activate. That's so good. Not only can we skip this phase quickly, but we get our prayer back, which means we hardly need prayer potions here. Oh, that's amazing. Okay, first Muspah down. That's another task complete. More dragon bolts. Oh, perfect. 2 minutes, 25 seconds. That's pretty good. Oh, you get prayer potion drops as well. Hardly will even need Runars at this point. Hey, there's another hard task for just doing 25 combat achievement points. Pretty easy to get these speed tasks when you absolutely demolish things with the crossbow bolts. Oh, it's beautiful. 8 Runar seeds. That's so useful right now. Any herb seeds we can get, especially Runars, gonna be useful. Dwarf weeds, that's also good. Oh, it's just so good. Toad flax, prayer potions, so many useful things. We have our late game gear setup done already, pretty much. It's about time to really start dumpstering some bosses, but we probably should wait till we get the next relic to really grind it out because our drop rates for all the uniques goes up. But that's gonna have to wait until tomorrow or the next day. Hope you guys enjoyed the episode. Thanks for watching, and don't worry, I'm still alkene. See you next time.